What's up, people of YouTube? I'm Karsatowski and welcome back to the Karsatowski Games YouTube channel. So, I think now it is a pretty good time for me to attempt once again to bowl a perfect game. It has been probably about a year since I bowled a perfect game, and within this calendar year thus far, I've tried probably about 2 or 3 different times to bowl one, but today I feel like I can get really close. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, go all reliable, hard and straight, less miss area, get all those really bad shots out of the way. I don't really expect much in the first like 6 frames because I'm just getting warmed up pretty much. Because I haven't done a whole lot of Wii bowling over the last few weeks. Yeah, get that wrist, make sure it's snappy, ready to go. And that's a good second shot right there. That's what you want to see. Get that arm swing nice and loose. That was a good shot, but a little bit, tad less on the ball speed on that shot. And also probably a little bit heavy-handed as well. And that's a great combination of both power and speed. There's another good one.
Nice throw.
Push. Ooh, that was a touch inside. Oh, are you kidding me? Look at that. That almost tripped the 4-pin out. Whew, man. Almost tripped it out. Hook. Perfect.
Nice throw.
Hook. Man, that was awful. It didn't even get to the pocket. Hook. Or actually, that needed a push, and this time it didn't even trip out the 6-pin. Okay, so I've really only made one errant shot so far, and that's when it went extraordinarily light. In that one too, when I lofted a little bit too much. Nice jinxing. Okay, so I just gotta, I'm in a good spot in the lane, I just gotta throw it consistently good. And that was not consistently good. That was practically the same shot I had on the first frame. Yeah, we're not doing so good right now. And that was a good shot, it was just missed way inside target. Actually, for fun-ish, I'm gonna see if I can go completely straight at the pocket and see if I have any better success at that. I've had relatively good success at doing it like this. I just don't do it that often because I just don't get as good ball motion, and I just don't have that high of a rev rate when I'm doing it like this either. But it is a good way to be consistent, and if you want to get your ball in the pocket pretty much every time, this is the perfect way to do it. And as long as you can throw it consistently good, you can do that. But if you throw it like crap like I just did, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But that was just a really bad errant shot. But I feel like if I can throw halfway decent shots, I could probably strike 80% of the time. And that one wasn't too good either. Yeah, by me not doing this in a while, it's kind of absurd for me to expect a bowl perfect game. But, I mean, I've been doing this long enough to where I could probably get pretty close, but we'll see where we go. Yeah, if I can throw it very similar to that every time, I have a really good chance of striking. Just like that. When you're going straight, you pretty much want to throw it just like that. You could use a little bit more forward roll, but however you can knock him down, knock him down. Come on. And you got to have a little bit of roll to the ball, because even if you miss a little bit to the right, you still need to be able to carry a 5-pin and also even a 10-pin also. And maybe a few other stragglers that may want to hang around. There we go. That's about where you want the ball to end up. When the ball ends up hitting right there, it's pretty much almost a guaranteed strike. Here we go. You can also tell that the ball isn't hitting quite as hard in the pocket as I normally would with higher speed and rev rate. Well, I mean, I'm putting higher speed on it. I'm putting about the same speed on it as I normally do for going straighter, except I'm not putting any rev rate on it at all. Oh my gosh. And that's what happens when you don't put rev rate on a bowling ball. And you miss just slightly also. Yep, if you miss just a little bit by doing that, you're pretty much not going to get very good carry, because you don't have any rev rate, and you don't want to put any rev rate going on it like that, because it's just going to overhook, because you're going so straight. The landing point is probably about like 13 board.
Nice throw.
I think. I believe. Actually, yeah, it's going right about over 3rd arrow. And the head pin is on the 4th arrow. So the break point of that ball is, well, there's really not much of break point because it doesn't hook much, but the laydown point is very close to, I'd say, about 13. And that's the 3rd time I've left that. But if the laydown point is right around 12, 13, and the ball needs to end up about 18, that means that it's giving itself about 6 boards. Honestly, throwing it like that, it probably hooks about maybe 2 to 3 boards total. And that's where you want the ball to end up. Pretty much just like that. So pretty much over 3rd arrow is where you want that marker to be. And you can't get it that much further right than that, because it's just going to keep leaving 5 pins. And also that's a good place to leave 10 pins. So over that 3rd marker and hitting, and even then sometimes you miss too, but goodness sakes. And also having a little bit of forward roll, make sure that it hits the 5 pin. So you really got to keep your hand behind the ball also. It's just so frustrating when you throw a pretty good shot and ends up leaving something like that. Or what you think is a pretty good shot and ends up leaving something like that. Oh boy. This is kind of rough. Yeah, I think I might come back to this in a little bit if my hook ball doesn't work, but I'm going to go back to what I normally do. Okay, that was a good shot. It just probably was a little bit too far right. Okay. May have been too slow. May have been a little bit too far left. May have been a little bit both. Man, I have never done so bad at trying to get consecutive strikes at this. That's what happens when you don't bowl for a long time. You end up doing stuff like that. There you go. Anything and everything that you do not want to see when you're trying to bowl a perfect game is pretty much happening right now. Okay, well, at least that one is good. Finessing the ball a little bit, throwing it a little bit softer, and letting it read the lane. That's another way how to get to it. But when you're going that straight, you don't have a ton of miss room for that specific part of the lane. I mean, throwing it nice and soft, and it's definitely reading the lane how it should be. But I cannot miss it too far to the inside or it's going to overhook. And I can't miss it too far to the right either. It's not going to have enough time to come back. Push. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. If I throw it just a tad bit too slow or miss a little bit further in, it's just going to do something like that.
Nice throw.
There we go.
Nice
Let's keep doing that, shall we? Let's keep doing that. There we go.
Nice throw.
Perfect.
Nice throw.
It's a ham bone, by the way. Oh, that's got a hook. Okay, thank you. Trip out the 7
Nice
pin.
throw.
Push. Oh my goodness sakes. That was just literally a tad bit too soft. I'm just going to try to pick it up for fun. Oh, that was close. It looked close on from back there, but when you look at the pin deck, not as much. That was just an errant shot. Hook. Thank you.
Nice throw.
Hook. Oh, come on. I wonder if it might be easier to actually try to do this with the pro ball instead of the beginner ball. Like, I don't necessarily think that both... Oh, look at that carry.
Nice throw.
Okay, that's what we needed to see. That wasn't a very good shot by any means, but that was some really high-tier carry. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't really think these bowling balls, the beginner bowling balls and the diamond bowling balls, are necessarily a different material, but I definitely notice a little bit of a different shape in them. I might actually do a video of comparing both to see how they react and to see which one might be better. Because I'm sure there's a slight difference to them other than the fact that one of them has a pattern and the other one is plain.
Nice.
Because I've tend to notice that for some reason, these bowling balls definitely tend to react a little bit more like a plastic spare ball. And then the diamond one tends to more react like a kind of a heavy reactive resin ball. And I really don't think the developers were thinking of that, but for some reason both bowling balls tend to react on the lane significantly different. So I think that might be a pretty good video idea for me to try out. And that was just slow. That was just really slow. Yeah, I am not in it today. The most I've thrown in a row, I think, was 5. And I'm struggling to get 1 right now. Until right now. Push. There we go.
Nice throw.
Hook. Okay, put it right there.
Nice throw.
Interesting pin carry I'm having right now, by the way. Perfect.
Nice throw.
Another ham bone. Turkey and a ham bone. That's got a hook. It was just a pinch too direct. I like hit up on it a little bit or didn't catch it enough, and it just didn't have a very good shot. Bowling is a very feel-focused game. If something doesn't feel right, that can dramatically change your shots. I mean, dramatically. Which is also good reason as to why you need to have a pretty good high rev rate and or good axis tilt, so that if you miss a little bit, you can still have a good chance to strike. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Here we go. If only I can throw it very similar to that every time. Okay, there we go.
Nice throw.
That's got a hook. And it did. Perfect shot for a turkey. Not good at all. Push.
Nice throw.
Seriously, people, come on. What in the world? That was just a little bit slow. Hook, please. Okay, that was pretty bad. I was fortunate to get away with a Brooklyn. That hooked at my toes. Double.
Nice throw.
A Brooklyn and a double. A lot of times if you start leaving a bunch of 9 pins, 8 pins, and 7 tens, a lot of times it means that you should probably quit for the day. And I'm just about ready to quit for the day. Oh my goodness sakes. I need that kind of carry more often when I do that. I do not get enough carry like that. Absolutely not. Okay, I don't like how that ball just rolled out there. I really do not like that. That could have easily left the 5-10 for sure. Okay, it at least rolled good, but I still didn't carry the 7-pin. Okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I mean, I just don't have it. I'm gonna have to practice a whole lot more if I want to bowl perfect game again. Well, anyway, guys, so if you want to see me eventually bowl perfect game, be sure you give this video a like. Also, if you have any suggestions at all on what other kind of videos that I can do, be sure to leave them down in the comments. And also be sure to subscribe if you're not already, so you'll never miss any of my videos. I'm Karsatowski. Keep watching my content, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.
If you want your big hat, we got that. If you need a tube of glue, we got that too. A 20-gallon wash. They're in stock. A wraparound dish. Now that's check. And if you need refrigerators, 50 packs of mashed potatoes, or a giant air compressor to blow food pipes up your dresser, if you need a window